Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. This is Kevin Harlan, and joining me, former NBA players Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And the award-winning David Aldridge is on our sidelines. Hey, Dave.
Well, thanks very much, guys. Now, it's no secret at the end of quarters, players will wait until just after the buzzer sounds to fire up heaves, so they won't hurt their field goal percentage. To encourage a nothing-to-lose approach on these plays, many say it's past time that the league only counts the makes in those situations. Kevin, kind of interesting.
Yeah, it is. Do it. Thanks, TA. At this late stage of the season, how hard is it, Greg, for teams not to look ahead to the playoffs and the postseason at this point?
Kevin, just about impossible. I mean, if you're already in position, the trap you can't fall into is easing up down the stretch and backpedaling into the postseason.
So the net starting five. We've got Johnson, and it's Claxton in at the center. And for the 76ers, on the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. Harden out there with the Anthony Melton. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. Harden bounce pass. And here's Tucker. Shot clock at 6. Melton against Bridges. Melton, no good. And here are the Nets. Dinwiddie surveying the floor. Harden against Bridges. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Mikal Bridges has found a groove the last couple of years. 5 years removed from college, and he's become a full-time starter.
And about Mikal Bridges, just how good can he be?
He's got the power to beat you off the dribble inside, certainly likes to attack the paint, but he can also spot up and beat you from beyond the arc.
That one is off.
And some added toughness on the roster. Something Philly knew they needed after last year's playoffs. The hope is adding scrappy veterans like P.J. Tucker and DeAnthony Melton will help them further this go-round.
Good on the second free throw.
And for the Nets, it's been a whirlwind last couple years, assembling a super team, and before you knew it, it fell apart. But this franchise has been back from the ashes before, so don't write off that front office just yet.
Now here is Harris. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Season after season, it seems like Tobias Harris only proves himself more in value.
He's one of those glue guys. Stick him into almost any lineup, and he can contribute points, rebounds, assists, whatever you need, and that's what makes him a precious commodity.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls, and the Nets, Richard, are trying to build a legacy where they're recognized as one of the league's true glamour franchises.
And they've got the star power, and they've got the market. You got an ownership that is willing to pay for it. They will do everything, but ultimately, it's going to be the players and how they perform on the court that will dictate how this success is viewed.
The infrastructure is there. Now can they get the players to fill the role?
For a star like him, you get lots of opportunities at the line, and he's great at cashing them in.
Johnson against Harris. Johnson, the pass to Claxton. Here's Dinwiddie. No good that time. Good D by Harden. On the wing, Harris. The rebound by Johnson.
That's just a bucket. Look, you expect him to make. It's tough when you miss things.
Dinwiddie wide open. A three-pointer off the mark. Now, here's Melton. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. Tucker, the pass to Embiid. In the corner, Harden. Fires at the elbow. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
Well, Harden is a versatile shooter, so he'll make the most of that mid-range spot whenever you give it to him.
Bridges against Melton. Wide open. Connects. The jumper drops.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
The pass to Harris. Pass to Tucker. Now here's Embiid. Defense right on him. Harris outside. Off target from outside. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Brooklyn. They trail by 1. Coming off that loss against Philadelphia.
Yeah, they couldn't do any better than a shooting percentage in the low 30s on that night, guys. And that's pretty much a death sentence.
Yeah, they really got held down in that one. If you can't get points on the board, then you're pretty much beat no matter what.
Here's Finney-Smith, guarded by Tucker. Bridges passes to Dinwiddie. Just 5 to shoot. Johnson outside. A miss that time would have put him up. 76ers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Melton, no good. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Melton against Bridges. And he drives in. Knocks it loose. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in.
I love watching Harden work through these challenges, accepting contact and finding ways to score.
And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. This gives us the chance to view the best three-point shooting teams this season. The real stats, the real scores from the real NBA. The 76ers #1. 5th best, the Nets.
And the shooting display both these teams have put on this season has been remarkable. I mean, there are just three-point shooters all over the floor.
Harris finds Curry. The Nets working the ball around now. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. All right, a chance to check out stats for Joel Embiid. Here's Melton playing Brooklyn. He was nearly unstoppable.
And certain teams take on the attitude of their city. And over the years, Philadelphia has been one of them. The Sixers known for having tough teams, much like the town.
1:46 left to play here in the first. Harris. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
That's his first.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And it's tied up with that one. And Greg, you mentioned the 76ers have taken on the identity of Philadelphia. In your estimation, how?
You know, you go all the way back to the 80s. This has been a team that plays hard, focuses on defense, gritty, much like their city. So they tend to play with a chip on their shoulder.
Now, here's Milton. O'Neal with the defensive effort. We've got 1:18 left here in the first quarter. Harris kicks to Curry. Pass to O'Neal. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Over in the corner, McDaniels. Passes it to Milton. Here's Harrell. Guarded by Simmons. Here's Milton. That one, no good. Simmons with the defensive effort. For Brooklyn, they've gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Harris with it. Working on McDaniels. Harris's shot is good.
And you can tell the coaching staff likes to see this from Harris. So good at taking what's available.
Bounce pass for Milton. Maxey looking it over. Niang passes to Maxey. He feeds it to Harrell. And Harrell slams it in.
Yeah, just showcasing his agility in these sets. Harrell's IQ and knowing when to slash is impressive.
Offside Thomas. And the last-second attempt does not go in for him. And so a tie game here as we end this low-scoring first quarter. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
And your Sixers,
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take so far in Philadelphia?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Richard, so much of today's NBA defense is about covering the pick and roll. And as a player, is that something you enjoyed, taking on that challenge of covering the screen roll game?
You only enjoy that challenge because you are a competitor and you want to win. Is it something that I'm doing on my own? Is it something that I'm doing in my spare time? Probably not. I can think of more fun things to do.
Exactly. It is not, and there are so many variations, right, of the screen roll that you can defend it as many ways as you can run it.
And these players are so talented that they can stop and pop from three. You have to guard them at the half-court line. Before, you could guard them at the three-point line. Now you got to meet them at half-court. There's screens all over the place. It's miserable.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got Mikal Bridges. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 4.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
When you have an MVP caliber player like Joel Embiid, you have to be in win mode now. And the Sixers are doing everything they can to get their big fella to the finals.
Maxey hits them both. Is it hard, Richard, to balance the present and the future if you're a team like the 76ers?
No, you should have 100% focus on here and now. Why? Because players like Embiid only come around every 20, 30 years in your franchise. So you should just hedge all of your bets and try and get it done while you have the window.
And it feels like that is truly the direction. There's no deviating from it at all.
No, that's the direction. You look at the champions, the Golden State Warriors, the Milwaukee Bucks, the Lakers, they have all done the same thing. They went into win-now mode.
Now here is Harris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's his second.
A good
personal
percentage
foul.
from here.
Second
Harris
team
over
foul.
80% for his career.
And since Tobias Harris got his big contract with the Sixers, Greg, some say they chose him over Jimmy Butler.
And while Tobias is nice, he's never been an all-star. And that's one of the few downsides to a big payday. Some might say he's overpaid. Now, I'm sure he'll take the trade-off.
Shoot 2.
And he makes the first.
Well, I play for the New Jersey Nets, and look, they made that move across the Hudson back in 2012, relocating to Brooklyn, which I think was the right move.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Melton's checked in. And Harris drops them both. And well over a decade in Brooklyn for the Nets. Richard, what kind of impact has that move had on the franchise?
Well, look, it's been great. The arena is fantastic. The fan base is growing. And more importantly, their ability to attract top-tier free agents like KD and Kyrie. They do not join the Nets if they're still in Jersey.
And you love seeing that great Mobile One drive a second time.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
Tucker inside, and it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Shot clock at 5. Melton passes to Embiid. He can't get that one, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. Last time they met was in Brooklyn.
Well, if they want to avoid the outcome of that first meeting, they'll need to be stronger on the glass. They were completely outmatched in the last one.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
Now, here is Harden after Mikal Bridges missing his last shot. Here's Tucker. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. Harden can't hit, and there's the call on Joel Embiid. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Daniel House is checked in for P.J. Tucker.
76ers. Daniel House.
For Brooklyn, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, guys. Now, Tobias Harris has been the leading scorer on teams in the NBA, but on the Sixers, he understands his role is different. He says, I'm not a guy who's going to press for looks. The ball's going to flow how it flows, and I just got to be ready when the opportunity comes my way. That's what winning basketball is all about. Kevin?
David, thank you. Here's Dinwiddie. He's been patient so far, nothing on the scoreboard yet. The pass to Finney-Smith. 6 to shoot. Charity stripe shot.
Love the defense from Harden right there. When he's active on this end, it makes a huge difference.
Dinwiddie with some nice D. Brooklyn trailing. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Pass to Bridges. Johnson outside. Drills the three-pointer.
Cameron Johnson.
And the Nets lead by 1.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And Philadelphia decides to take their first timeout right here. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And you gotta love a team that can maintain its composure on the road, take good shots, and knock them down with confidence.
They took the air out of the crowd again and again with big shots. They never let the fans become a factor.
Some changes here for the 76ers. Harrell comes in for Embiid, and it's McDaniels in for Harris. And a new group in for the Nets. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Joe Harris comes in for Johnson. Thomas checked in for Mikal Bridges. And Curry subbed in for Dinwiddie. Now, here's McDaniels. His last outing, he had 8 points. To end the drought. And it's Harrell missing. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Nets. Defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter. Here's Claxton, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And Greg, the Philadelphia 76ers have made it very clear that they are all in on a title run.
And their front office has been very focused on trying to get top-tier talent on this roster. And after the trust the process era, they're now aggressively pursuing titles here in Philly.
Now here's Simmons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Cross contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
First personal foul.
So we'll see Ben Simmons go to the line here. It's going to be on James Harden. Great Ben Simmons, one of 4 players in the entire history of the NBA to average at least 7 rebounds and 7 assists per game through his first 4 seasons.
Think about it, joining Magic Johnson, Oscar Robinson, and Luka Doncic. That is some pretty elite-level company.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Axie's checked in for Melton, and it's Shake Milton in for James Harden. That one misses for Simmons. And from college to the pros, Richard, you played for some legendary coaches. And speaking of coaching, is that something you've ever entertained doing?
I never have, and I never will. Coaching, the amount of hours that you have to spend sounds exhausting. I love my job right now, and you know why I love my job? Because I get to work with you.
Oh, listen, the feeling's mutual.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
George Niang, he's checked in for Danuel House. Maxey hits them both. There's a minute 34 left in the first half, and Simmons kicks to O'Neal. Back to Simmons. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Assisted by
Simmons got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Right wing. McDaniels passes to Maxey. It's sent back down by Simmons.
An excellent defender, whether Simmons is in the post or roaming the perimeter. He's a shot-blocking threat.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
personal foul.
So we'll see Ben Simmons go to the line here. It's going to be on Montrezl
The line
Harrell.
for the Nets.
And some stats
Ben
here, guys.
Simmons.
The scoring breakdown for
One
the
shot.
Nets. That's good from Simmons. And Ben Simmons, the epitome of a point forward.
He passes it well and plays huge for a guard at 6'11". It's crazy. It is very rare to see a player of his size with his skill set.
Now, here's McDaniels. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Aston Yang down to 5 on the shot clock. Another miss by Philadelphia.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game. And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Maxey. There's 14 seconds left to play in the first half. He kicks it to McDaniels. To stop the run. The shot, no good. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Brooklyn. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Doc. Where are the adjustments that you need to make?
If we're going to play like this and we're going to come down and make no passes, that's not how we play. And so we have to fix that first, and then I'll start thinking about the defensive part.
Thanks, Doc. Appreciate it. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind us. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. And in that period, the most they trailed by was 3. An excellent second quarter from these guys, and they lead by 10 at the half. Shaq, let's get your take on Brooklyn.
The production they've gotten from their bench has been phenomenalistic. I don't know if that's a word, but it sounded good, Ernie. As we know, depth is important to any team's success. They're demonstrating that tonight. And who knows, it might give the starters a kick in the pants. No one wants to be outshined.
And Kenny, what are your thoughts on Philadelphia?
Obviously, that was U-G-L-Y. It's ugly. Shooting under 30% from the field, disorganized, chucking up bad shots. Man, I tell you, they have to adjust their play, and they got to get better looks.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
All right, coming out to the court right now.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside? Or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
Nets leading by 10. On the block, it's Tucker next to Embiid. DeAnthony Melton out there with Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Melton against Bridges. Clock at 6. Johnson outside. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Dinwiddie with the bucket.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Harden kicks to Melton. Harris, right side. Over to the wing. Here's Embiid. No good off the front iron.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
That's his second personal foul. First team foul.
The Nets shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
Nicholas Claxton taking 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one.
Wow. What, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. That one misses.
And I feel like one of the more underrated aspects of Embiid's game is his passing.
He understands that teams are going to bring 2, sometimes 3. You have to make quick decisions with the ball when that happens. Embiid, he embraces that challenge.
Now, here's Melton. He's still scoreless so far in this one.
And, you know, D'Anthony Melton's progression as a shooter has been impressive.
Yeah, he struggled on the pull-up jumpers early in his career, but he worked at it, and now he's very efficient. His offense is almost as good as his defense at this point.
First one falls for him. And Brooklyn making a change here. Finney-Smith's checked in. That misses, so he splits the free throws. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. Here's Bridges. And the rejection by Embiid.
Every year he's a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. His instincts, that's what makes Embiid outstanding. And his awareness of when to go for the block.
Now here's Embiid. Even when an opposing defense is giving him everything he can handle, he still finds a way to score. He's averaging over 33 points a game. Harris, no good. Nets leading by 12. Johnson right side. Dinwiddie outside. Here's Finney-Smith. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Shoots from the elbow. And again, it's the Nets missing.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
Here's Harden on the wing. Dinwiddie covering. Here's Harris. The 76ers again can't hit it.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Bridges finds Dinwiddie. Over Harden. Here's Claxton, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Claxton's got the lead up to 14 now for the Nets.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're going to do a much better job of putting a little bit of pressure on him on his way to the hoop.
Now, here is Harden, and he can certainly fill it up when they need him to. He's averaging almost 21 points a game. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And it took some time, but hopefully getting that make will kind of kickstart, kind of wake them up here in this third quarter after missing their first 2 shots.
Well, Greg, what can you say about Joel Embiid's growth from a leadership perspective? Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Tremendous, Kevin. Carrying the Sixers with everything they went through, even though he came in second in MVP voting 2 years in a row. No player more important to his team than Joel Embiid.
Daniel House has checked in for Philadelphia. Tyrese Maxey comes in for Milton. And Embiid, no good on that one.
Shooting over 80% from the line during his career. Embiid is not only one of the best free throw shooting centers in the league today, he's one of the best all time.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
Here's Tucker after Mikal Bridges' bucket. Harden outside. He dishes it to Embiid. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Embiid's got his second bucket tonight.
No stopping Embiid inside. He is a beast.
Pass to Bridges. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Dinwiddie. No good from outside.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Harden the pass to Embiid. Chalk up two there. Embiid's got his third bucket of the night.
Don't you forget, Harden's won the assist title now, and this man can pass that rock.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
But some of James Harden's career numbers are crazy. But he's also got a lot of firsts to go along with those overall totals, like the first 60-point triple-double.
Round of applause for your Sixers youth dance team.
And the 76ers with some changes. Montrezl Harrell, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. McDaniels comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Shake Milton in for James Harden. Harris kicks Droney. And the pass to Curry.
2 minutes.
And here is Simmons. Fade away. Rebound by House. The 76ers trail by 10. 1:41 left here in the third quarter. Back to Milton. To the wing right side. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Curry against Harrell. Curry dishes to Simmons. Thomas against Maxey. Thomas, no good. And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 10-point game.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
And that could be the spark they needed to make a little run as they try to even this thing up.
Thomas, it's a wide open look. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Thomas got his first 2 points of the night.
At 6'11", with his passing skills, Simmons will always find the open man.
Thomas against Maxey. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
That's his second personal foul. Third team foul.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight.
And looking back last season, how about 87% from the line? So that's obviously nothing to sneeze at.
He misses the free throw. George Niang, he's checked in for the 76ers. And he sinks the second. There's 38 seconds left to play in the 3rd. Pass to Harris. O'Neal kicks to Harris. Back to O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. No good on that one. Great D that time from Harrell. Milton with it. Curry meets him. He gets it in there. He's got his first basket.
Making the floater look this smooth is not as easy as it looks. It's a challenging shot.
Thomas surveying the D. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now we take a look back to Doc Rivers talking to his team from his huddle.
Hey guys, come on. Let's close this quarter. Let's close it. Got to pick up our pace. Got to pick up our pace right here.
And Doc Rivers looking for a faster tempo, as you heard, wanting to make a big push here.
I think he realizes when his team is attacking at both ends, that's when they tend to go on runs.
The 4th quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. On the court for the Nets, getting the 4th quarter going. We've got Ben Simmons. Bridges out there with Thomas. And it's Dinwiddie in at the point guard position. Now, here's Maxey. They get it back. Second chance shot. Embiid, no good. Nets leading by 7. Here's Thomas. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his second.
That one on Harris.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Nets.
2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Nets. And both free throws good for Thomas. Philadelphia with the ball. They trail by 9 points. Outside, Maxey. In the corner, it's Harris. Maxey against Bridges. Lets it fly from 18. Goes back up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his
Embiid just terrorizes defenses on the inside. Good luck guarding the big
At
fella.
the line for Philadelphia, Joel Embiid taking 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Johnson, he's checked in for Thomas. And Embiid drops them both. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Dinwiddie kicks to Finney Smith. On the wing, Bridges. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And a talented swingman. Bridges is someone to keep an eye on as he continues to round out his game.
Mikal Bridges at the line for 2.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Bridges. And Philadelphia making a change here. Melton's checked in. Both free throws good from Bridges. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Harden the pass to Tucker. Pass to Harris. Passes it to Melton. Clock at 6. Shot from the top of the key. The rebound by the Nets. Claxton's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Johnson, good.
Johnson.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go on to the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
And it's the 76ers with the ball, following the three-pointer by Brooklyn. Here's Melton. Brooklyn with the rebound.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
Here's Dinwiddie. No good that time. Some solid defense from Harris. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Harden, no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Here's Johnson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
I mean, even from over here, you could see that one pretty clearly.
At the line for the Nets, Cameron Johnson. 2 shots.
Shoot 2.
And that one falls for Johnson. And so he makes both from the line. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Timeout called the 76ers.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
All right, everybody, the loudest section gets a free T-shirt. Who wants the shirt?
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Doc Rivers said to his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Bridges. It's hauled in by Harris.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
Now the pass to Embiid. Can they get it? It's hauled in by Claxton. Claxton's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Dinwiddie. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Harden. Melton passes to Harden. Here's Embiid. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. That's 10 points for Joel Embiid.
Look, inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
This team needed a spark, and boy, did they get one with that incredible attack at the rim.
Offensive rebound. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Harris. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And that has got to help the morale of this team. Let's see if that sets up a run here.
Here's Dinwiddie. To the left side wing. Finney-Smith. And again, no good by Brooklyn. The 76ers trail by 12. Melton passes to Embiid.
2 minutes remaining.
Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. Back to Harden. 5 to shoot. That's tipped, and he gets it back. Now, Dinwiddie. Poked away. Looking to get back on track here. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Harris has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to Tucker. Embiid with it. Dinwiddie covering. With the fadeaway. And Embiid, the bucket on the assist by Harden. Harden's got assist number 5 here tonight. Timeout called the Nets. They lead by 10. There's 1:17 left in the fourth quarter.
Our Sixers ENT looking for the loudest fans to let us hear ya. All right, coming out to the court right now, it's your Sixers dance team. And your Sixers dance team. Philadelphia, please welcome to the court your Sixers ENT.
And now we present our New Balance Player of the Game.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And with the playoffs on the horizon, he'll be looking to stay in peak form as long as he can. Harden gets the bucket.
That's not the typical way Harden creates his own shot, but it's effective. Work hard on the glass, and you'll get some easy buckets out of it.
Now here's Dinwiddie. Pass to Bridges. 51 seconds left in the fourth quarter. On the wing, Bridges. Hypos Johnson. Finney-Smith kicks to Dinwiddie. Over Harden. Dinwiddie's shot is off.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot.
From deep, Harden. That shot misses. And Brooklyn will now go the other way with it. They've led by as many as 14 points. Rejected by Harris.
Look at Harris getting it done on the defensive end. That's a good sign for this team.
Dinwiddie outside. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.